Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening at whatever time you are actually watching this today. First of all, I want to welcome all of you. My name is Kusha Kalra, and I am the founder of the Bespoke Designs by Kusha. And today we are here celebrating moms, and the theme of this particular series is all around celebrating motherhood because Mother's Day is round the corner. So, what I am doing is I am interviewing and inviting inspiring moms who are coaches, entrepreneurs, and professionals to share their stories, their lessons, and wisdom from the journey of balancing motherhood and business on the side. So I am really, really excited to celebrate the strength, the ambition, and the brilliance of mothers who are building powerful businesses and even creating legacies. So, on this note, I want to introduce you to the Mompreneur Spotlight Series guest, and her name is Dr. Sulbha Arya. Dr. Sulbha, first of all, a warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for being a part of this series. I think I have known you now for quite some time, and I think you are one of the most ambitious and inspiring and somebody who would never give up kind of a person. But definitely, our audience would like to know more about you in your words. So, why don't you go ahead and give us a quick introduction?
Thank you, Kusha. Thank you so much for having me here. And thank you so much for this wonderful intro that you gave for me. I'm Dr. Sulbha Arya. For the last 20 plus years, I've been practicing as an oncologist. And recently, I transitioned into a coach who works with women who are undergoing hormonal shifts. 35 to 55 जो normal hormonal shifts हो menopause से related, perimenopause से related, when females, they start gaining weight, या फिर एंजाइटी या फिर मूड स्विंग्स नल हैसल्स सारी तरह के इश्यूज होते हैं सो आई हेल्प वुमेन मूव अक्रॉस फ्रॉम देम हॉट फ्लैशेस लॉट ऑफ ब्रेन फॉग सारी चीजें हैं ऑल्सो आई वर्क विद वुमेन हु अराइव सडनली एट मेनोपॉज उनको पता नहीं था कैंसर ट्रीटमेंट हुआ and suddenly the body stops responding the way it used to, so they undergo sudden shift or they are not prepared for this. And unfortunately, I saw in my 20 years of practice, while we are able to treat the disease, nobody prepares them for what's coming after. So which is why I actually started counseling my patients, and slowly I felt there is a much need on this particular topic. So that is why I started doing these things. And women who have had hysterectomy, अब उनको नहीं पता कि वो एकदम से they will land into menopause and what are the issues related with menopause. We've all seen our moms crying, but then what to do about it? कोई rule book, कोई guide book हम लोगों को नहीं दी गई. So this is why I thought of helping these women out, and that is how I transitioned into being a hormonal health specialist. So thank you so much, Kusha, for having me today.
You're most welcome. And I think considering what you're doing, it's something which is still, I don't want to say it's taboo, but I think the awareness is still very less around menopause and perimenopause. So it's a great subject. It is a problem which a lot of women are dealing with. And I think it is so great to know that now more and more people are, getting into this subject and trying to build awareness. And when I see you doing that, I think it feels so amazing to see that there is this aspect also which for so many years it was unheard of, it wasn't even talked about, and it was just something that it is part of life. But when you talk more about it and bring that awareness, automatically women will feel heard, they will feel seen, and they will know that there is this safe space where they can go and talk about it, they can share about it, and if possible, even find a resolution and have a much more better, healthier second innings of their life. I do have a set of questions which I would love to ask you, and maybe we can discuss around the same topic. But I want to know if you can tell us about your journey, both as a mother and as an entrepreneur. So how did that start?
So yes, see, I've been a mother for a good 19 years now. I have two kids, and kids teach you a lot. Life skills basically आप जितनी भी हैं as a mother, वो आपको बच्चों से ही सीखने को मिलती हैं. You develop so much of patience. You learn how to navigate so many issues. You learn to be flexible, at the same time be firm. So there are a lot of things that you learn, and in my entrepreneur journey all these qualities have really helped me in many ways. You have to you When you're talking to a client, you have to be flexible around what their particular issues. There is no one size fits all. At the same time, you have to firmly make sure that they are doing what is important. At the same time, it is important for us to have patience as an entrepreneur while we are talking. So there are, it's motherhood teaches you things that are very, very important in everything of person's life, or as a parent or as an entrepreneur. So it's all the same. I would feel it teaches you so many things. And as you rightly said, I would just want to go a little off the topic from motherhood here. Like you were just mentioning, yes, that this journey around female perimenopause and menopause is considered as a taboo because females, associate menopause as aging, as a part of aging, which is why they don't want to relate to it. So now I'm happy to share that a lot of celebrities are also coming forward and talking about it, which is why females are becoming more aware that they need to take charge of their own life. As a parent, तब अच्छा कर पाओगे जब आप खुद के लिए अच्छा कर पाओगे. So it's everything is, interconnected. Motherhood is interconnected. Business is connected, and your own health is connected.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that because they are both working parallelly as your kid is growing. And similarly, it works in your business also that, you are evolving there also. So you have different challenges. That literally brings me to that next question, which is what is the biggest challenge you have faced, while you were building your business?
Well, the first and the most important challenge that I faced was it was a big transition in my life in itself to transition into a coach from being a full time doctor. So it took me a lot of courage to start something like that. I was very fearful of the fact whether there's a market for this, whether people will relate to this. Again, because as I said, it's a taboo topic, and females, although they have problems, they don't want to admit to something like this. And they don't want to take charge of their own life. They will always come up with issues like, I don't have time, maybe this is too much for me, things like that. So, this is the biggest challenge that I faced in the initial part of the beginning when I was starting it off. I felt I had to convince people, and when I would talk to them, yeah, I know I have this issue. Yes, I agree, I have this issue. But then what? Then they don't want to do anything. So that was one thing I felt that the mindset was basically, I would call it, the mindset was the biggest challenge.
Okay. And when we talk about other women or other moms who are maybe in your kind of stage where maybe they are either starting out their business or they've just been 6 months in business. So, is there any kind of an advice that you would like to give them?
Yeah, yes. I love that thought of once my mentor, she told me that make a decision and then make it right. So you do whatever it takes to make your decision right. There is nothing right or wrong. So whenever you start something new, anything new, it is a challenge, as you just said. It's very, very right. But then you just cannot sit back and wait for the challenge to pass. You have to work. You have to work. You have to find ways. You will maybe fall a lot of times, but then you will learn a lot in the process.
That's a very beautiful phrase.
Again, it's like, bringing up a child. So any business that you start is also your baby. And in this journey, as you are raising your child, you face the challenges. Similarly, when you are growing your business, you're facing the challenge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think mother has taught you anything related to leadership as well?
Yes, in many, many ways. For me, leadership means patience, teamwork, and building. So I transitioned after 20 years, but for those 20 years when I was a mother, I didn't know how it was coming in me slowly and steadily, but I was learning all these skills and managing everything. I was building my home, I was building my children, I was building a family here, and then I was also working at that time. as a professional. So all of these things together, they taught me how to be a good leader.
Yeah, I think one of the important aspects of leadership is how do you manage things? How do you
Manage
manage people? How do
people.
you get work done? Getting work done from, from kids.
Ye-
And if you know how to do that, and how do you, when you get work done from them, how do you kind of, use reverse psychology with them? So small things, how do you negotiate with them?
Listening to children with
Yes.
patience, with so much of patience, even when you're not agreeing with them.
Exactly. Yes. So I feel that this automatically helps you in building your own leadership skills. So I feel leadership requires multiple skills, and so does motherhood.
Yes.
So if you learn from there, you can, like we've already mentioned this earlier, that whatever you're learning in motherhood, automatically there are so many aspects of that you can put in your business. Eventually, when your businesses are growing, you will have team members. So it automatically happens when you are ready as a leader to take care of a team, to bring in people who have the same vision that probably are required in your
Yes,
business.
very rightly said. Like you just mentioned, one point was coming to my mind.
Yes,
Like you said, हम बच्चों को भी हाथ पकड़ के चलना सिखाते हैं.
bilkul.
Likewise, you do not hire experts right from the beginning. So the people you are hiring in the beginning are also in the learning process. So आप उनको keep every step of the way of guiding them. So वो वहीं से आता है. That thing begins from there.
Yeah, exactly. So, Dr. Sulba, I do have one more question for you, which is, what is the legacy you want to create for your children?
See, most important thing for me is they should be good human beings. There was a saying, very interesting saying, "पूत कपूत तो क्या धन संचय." This was the saying. This
Okay.
means कि अगर आपके बच्चे अच्छे हैं, लायक हैं, तो वो अपने आप अपना पाथ कार्व कर. अगर बच्चे लायक नहीं हैं, तो आप उनको कुछ भी they will not to handle it. So values are the most important legacy that I would want to create for my children. I don't want them to be children of somebody and just inherit everything. I want them to be good human beings first, and be kind to the environment. Another very important thing for me is environment. Yeah.
Yes.
Two things that I really keep on telling my children: be good and do good.
That is a very beautiful thought and a very meaningful legacy. I have one more thing which I want to ask. Is there any kind of a free gift that you would like to give your audience, which you want to share? And we'll obviously leave a link for that gift under the video for everyone to access.
Yes. Basically, I'm not a weight management coach. First, I would like to clarify that. I do help women understand how to eat during their perimenopausal journey in a way that is actually hormonally aligned with the kind of changes that females are undergoing during this period of time. And naturally, sometimes it really helps them lose a lot good amount of weight as well. So I have a 7-day meal plan. And there is another thing that I'm starting a 5-day hormone aligned challenge from Monday onwards. So these are the two gifts that I would like to share here. If anybody is interested, I'll be more than happy.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this wonderful gift. I hope all the people who will be watching this will definitely get benefit out of this. So definitely for all the people who are watching this, do go ahead and check out the links that we have, put up below this video. And one last question before we close the interview. What would you like to challenge your listeners? So any particular action that you would want them to take?
I challenge all the women out here to go out and post their pictures in their workout dress once a day.
Okay. Which means if they don't work out, they have to start working out so
Yes,
that they can post
start
a
working
picture.
out. That's the important note.
That's a good one, I
It
think.
could be simple. It could be as simple if nobody has done anything, they can start with a walk. So it'll be simple. You can, post with their shoes on. And if somebody is into yoga, they can post a picture of them doing yoga. Or if somebody is into gymming, they can put a nice picture with the weights, with the
Yes.
flexed muscle.
Yeah. Whatever physical activity, whatever
Whatever
workout.
physical activities
Yeah.
they do. I'd be happy with one every
Okay.
day.
Okay. Awesome. I think I like that challenge.
Because
I will
this
definitely like to do that.
consistency matters more. That is why I'm saying one every day. It's not a one day thing.
Yes, yes. Great, great. So I think with that, we come to an end to our, today's interview with Dr. Sulbha Arya on the Mompreneur Spotlight series. And Dr. Sulbha, once again, thank you so much for your time and for sharing such valuable nuggets for our audience. I am hoping that all the people who will be watching this, they will definitely take benefit of the two gifts which you are sharing with them. And other than that, I feel that this is a moment, this era is related to women. This time that we are in, it's all about women, uplifting each other, empowering each other, being there for each other. So I really hope and wish that this journey gets bigger and better and stronger for all the women who are watching this and across the globe as well. And with that, we come to an end for our guest speaker interview today with Dr. Sulbha. This is Kusha signing off and hope to see you again really soon. Bye bye.
Bye bye.